Hey, it's Maximo and welcome to Maximo's Travels. It's day 3 of our epic Canadian Rockies tour. We decided to take it a bit easier. We check out the towns of Canmore and Banff. We walk along tranquil rivers, check out interesting attractions, and check out the townscapes of both Canmore and Banff. And we have fantastic bagels for brunch and gluten-free and vegetarian food for dinner. Join me. It's day 3 of our Canadian Rockies Odyssey, and I think jet lag has caught up with us, as has the big day of touring the day before. We decided to take it a little bit easier. We have a little bit of a sleep in and decide to be a bit more urban. We have brunch in Canmore and decide to have a bit of a walk around the town. We then jump in the car and drive to Banff and have a proper walk around this delightful town. A lot of time, effort and planning was spent in making this a perfect trip. If you're interested in following my itinerary, I have produced a one-page PDF of my itinerary that's available for free download from my Buy Me a Coffee storefront. Click on the QR code on the screen or use the link in the description. I've also created a paid 11-page detailed ultimate itinerary for the Canadian Rockies. It's an 8-day self-drive trip that includes tips and tricks, how to get there, accommodation, distances, maps. It's a fantastic guide that will save you time and effort in planning your perfect Canadian Rocky itinerary. It's day 3 and I think the jet lag has finally hit us. We had a nice lie-in and decided to take it a bit easier today. We got dressed and headed out to Canmore for a light brunch. We walked a kilometre or so from our accommodation on the edge of town to the town centre. The town is really delightful. It's set in the backdrop of touring snow-peaked hills. We pass many interesting things, including a head buried in the sand. In Gaelic, Canmore means big head, and therefore an artist was commissioned to put a big head on the edge of Canmore Township. In summer, Canmore's main street, 8th Street, is close to traffic. It becomes a very lovely pedestrian mall that's filled with plenty of cafes and shops. The weather today was around 15 or 16 degrees with glorious sunshine. Just perfect for a stroll through town or sitting at one of the outside tables enjoying a brunch. Our destination was the Rocky Mountain Bagel Company. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. They offered gluten-free bagels as well as a large selection of gluten-free and vegetarian options. The prices here are quite reasonable. You can get a bagel between say 10 and 14 Canadian dollars, and the coffee was particularly good as well. We lined up, ordered, sat in one of the outdoor tables in the glorious sunshine and waited for our coffee and bagels to arrive.
Here's your bacon. Excellent.
And that's my gluten-free BLTC, bacon, lettuce, cheese and tomato. It was scrumptious. The coffee there was pretty good too. We finished brunch and then had a walk around the delightful town of Canmore. We did a bit of shopping. I may have bought a fridge magnet and a t-shirt or two. I am thankful that the bears on display weren't real. that is a mobile phone tower that is very successfully disguised as a tree. Interesting. We thoroughly enjoyed our walk in the Policeman's Creek Trail. We made our way back to our accommodation, picked up the car, and then headed towards Banff. We're going to check out the Banff Township. We pre-purchased a Canada National Parks yearly pass before we left Australia and were able to sail past a ticket booth. I'll leave a link to the Canada Parks website in the description. It didn't take us long at all to drive into Banff. As with our previous foray into Banff, we parked in the railway station parking lot. It's free and only a couple of blocks from the centre of town. You get a great view of the freight trains and locomotives from the car park if you're into that sort of thing. We walked a couple of blocks and reached the edge of the Banff Township. We really enjoyed our walk by the Bow River, the Cascade Gardens and the town of Banff. We'd set up quite an appetite and it was time for an early dinner. We selected Graze, somewhere that specialised in vegetarian and gluten-free foods. I had an excellent gluten-free beer and Joe and I shared a meal of cauliflower bites, a salad, sweet potato fries, a chicken taco and gluten-free calamari rings. The food was absolutely fantastic, so was the beer. Very nice place to come. After dinner we headed back to Canmore for a good night's sleep And just like that, day 3 of our Canadian Rocky tour came to an end. I do hope you've liked this video. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notify bell so you'll never miss out on another future video. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying me a coffee. And until day 4 of our Canadian adventure, you take care and bye now.